Hey guys, I'm MTR, also known as Matt the Rat.
Tiffany.
And we're from Comics After Dark, and we are here live at San Diego Comic-Con 2016. Woo! Woo!
How do we run this? How do we do this?
Questions that you ask fast as possible. You're gonna answer.
All right. Speed round. All right.
Can you just put your drink behind you?
Oh Lord. Okay, it's ginger ale.
We're trying to create a beautiful shot.
Ginger ale.
This is awesome.
You got something against ginger ale?
This is our first press conference.
Is that what this is? So whenever you guys speak, you just have to put your head on the table so everyone can hear.
A little bit lower.
Directional.
How's everybody doing? All right, let's do it. We're gonna start over here.
Oh, we're gonna go this way?
Hi.
Game on point. On my way to come and say hello to you.
Hello.
Very well.
Good. How
Thank
are you?
How are you doing? Good to see you again.
What do you guys got going for the season? What's your
Plans to torture each other?
your big plan? Yeah, your big plan to torture each other.
For the new season?
Yeah.
We haven't even started yet. You guys have stuff planned in your head already?
Oh man, I already have
really?
like, I got things already.
Yeah.
It's all about outer space. Since we're at Comic-Con.
We would love to do something with NASA.
That'd be fun.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wouldn't mind shooting Murray into space and just seeing what happens.
Yeah, that'd be
Wait,
great. That'd
you
be
mean
great.
you mean in like a capsule?
Sure.
Murray and I went on a tour of NASA. They gave us this great tour, and like we loved it. It was exciting. The second we got to the space station simulator, and they showed us the bathroom, we were just like giggling morons for like 2 minutes, just pretending to pee in space. So we're very serious about space
Of course,
and exploring it.
Oh, how do you do that? How do you pee?
It's vacuums.
Yes, it's kind of.
Wait, you pee into a vacuum? That can't
Yes,
be.
no, you put it
they
around
come
and-
over and they vacuum. You pee on the floor and they vacuum it up.
That's no joke.
In space, though.
I think they
No,
were
that's
messing
like
with
college.
Yeah. Put it
Very
on
much like
Earth.
college.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, at the end of season 5, we do a live 2-hour
Yes.
special event. We're gonna punish each other. It's gonna be a huge spectacle, even bigger than the 100th episode last year. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Great.
I'm not excited for it.
I'm dreading it.
Scared.
Love
We don't know
those
what we're
Nintendo
doing yet, but it's
64
going to be
shirt.
like something like death-defying.
We
And,
defy death
I don't
on
like
the
defying
daily.
death.
We defy it on the daily.
I feel like it's like an episode, a Final Destination.
It's going to catch up to us eventually.
Yes.
Is it getting harder to shoot now? You guys have been out for years now. You're everywhere.
No, it's not really. It's because we mainly shoot in Manhattan, and it's like a 14, 17 mile island with 8 million people on it. Most people have no idea who we are.
You may have heard of it.
Yeah. The island of Manhattan.
Yes.
So plus people, generally have their heads up their asses, and usually it's one of us on the floor. So, most people when they see one of us, they just think we're very.
You never
Mediocre
think
looking.
Yeah.
You never think you're going to be on TV. No one does.
Yeah.
So it's like more of like they don't even really notice. And then a lot of times they'll notice after the fact.
Right.
Yeah. We had a guy just recently, we were in a pawn shop.
Yeah.
And
Pawn, P-A-W-N.
Yes.
I was in a porn shop. I don't know where they
Well,
were.
you were shopping
was
when
in
we
a
were
pawn-
shooting.
Very important.
A pawn shop.
I was shopping for porn.
And the guy was like, it was Q and I trying to sell him stuff, and he goes, you remind me of those guys, those 4 idiots.
4 jerks.
Four
Four
jerks.
jerks. So, have you seen our show with the
He's
4
like,
jerks?
No,
Four
but he was
jerk
like,
friends?
actually, he goes, it's great.
Yeah.
They're like in their 5th season now, but you think it would get old, but it doesn't because they keep reinventing themselves. And I was like, oh my God, I had a tear forming around. I'm like, thank you for the compliment.
It was a great sales pitch.
Then
he
you
did.
guys walked out behind him,
Yeah.
and he turned around, and he noticed he was on.
Yeah.
Then we all had dinner, and we talked.
Yeah, it was very fun.
He's out there. You can go say
Your fans really love you and they treat you like your friends. What has been the best fan experience that you've had?
Oh, best fan experience. Oh, you know what? I'll tell you. We all turned 40 this year, and fans got together.
I'm 39.
And for me
I didn't turn
personally,
40.
for me personally, the fans got together, like several hundred of them from all around the world, and they sent in letters. And one fan put all these letters together and put it into a mason jar for me of impact that we had on their lives. I thought that was freaking awesome.
So it was the time you high-fived the guy at the bus stop then?
we tour all the time. You could take a look at thetenderloins.com or impracticaljokers.com to find a city near you. Anywho, we were touring during my daughter's first birthday. and I actually had to miss it because we were touring. So I actually asked the crowd to sing "Happy Birthday" to her, and an audience of like 3,000 people sang "Happy Birthday," and that was really cool.
Yeah. Fans have taken to slipping me $20 whenever they see me, and I think it's really cool. So just keep it up, guys.
50s, you mean? It was 50s.
Oh yeah, $50, $50. Yeah, it's been good.
Are we going to all of us?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Well, let me go the other way. I appreciate it, guys, but enough of the marijuana cigarettes.
Have you ever gotten a marijuana cigarette?
Next question.
I've never gotten one. I've never gotten one.
Yes.
The upcoming season, who do you think has the most brutal punishment?
The ones that haven't aired yet for season 5, we just did something to Q that made us actually all feel wrong inside.
Yeah.
And we literally had to stop it. We stopped the punishment on our own.
Yeah, but too late. They're making it sound like they stopped it before the
early.
horrible stuff happened. The horrible stuff happened, then they stopped
Yeah,
it.
too early. Just right amount of time.
It was the first time on the show that our crew's been with us for a long time. They were like family at this point. Pulled me aside and were like, "We are sorry." Like individually, they were like, "Man, like we thought we should stop it. We thought it went too far."
Yeah.
So it
was fun though.
Yeah, it was.
And he didn't get bit.
Shut up.
If you guys had a choice to have a punishment in a different location, a different state, different country, anywhere, where would you guys choose?
16 miles from here, Mexico.
Yeah.
Love it. Take that international.
Has
Take that
anybody here been
international.
there to Tijuana? What's it like?
Tijuana, it's like a cheaper version of America. It's when you go further down, you need to be nervous.
Got it.
It's a cheaper version.
That's
Tijuana,
true in
a
life in
cheaper
general.
version of
They all
America.
speak English.
Yeah.
It's just, you just give them the money and you hope you're getting the correct change back. And
You have no idea.
I've been. I like
Speak
Tijuana.
English, you'll
It's
get
good.
it. Ask tequila, you'll get it.
A lot of fun to be had in Tijuana.
Heard a lot of stuff happens down there with ping pong balls.
Yeah.
Donkeys, but
I wouldn't mind traveling and doing an episode internationally in Hawaii. That'd be fun.
Well, that's not international.
To me, it is.
International. The international 50th state.
Is it
Oddly enough, They
overseas?
also speak English there too.
No, they all speak Spanish in Hawaii.
So you guys do some pretty mean pranks on each other, but is there anything you guys have blacklisted? Like,
Blacklisted.
have you ever blacklisted something to you, like between
Well,
each
at the
other?
end-
Like, you never do this to me.
At the end of the day, we're friends, so we try to keep that friendship alive by not
At the
killing
very
each
end.
other.
Yeah.
You know, so you don't want to do something that is really going to push the line too much, because at the end of the day, you have to hug it out. So we probably wouldn't murder anyone yet. Season 6, no promises. We're still working on the creative, like Sal said. We don't know.
I think I've had enough with my family being involved.
And that's the mistake he makes. That's the mistake.
I've had enough. They've involved everyone in my family. Like my family, I think is calling them at this point. And I mean,
Your dad pitches ideas on the
I think
regular.
it's got to stop. I've won a couple times, but like now, it's too much.
Well, we've told them to stop calling us. You're right, because they're always like, I had this great idea to get Sal. Whenever they get in a fight with you, they have an idea.
What's been your favorite prank that you've played on each other so far?
You know, when we punished Sal for a year, and he thought for 1 year that he was being
Homeland Security.
Homeland Security was after him, and we made him go to a deposition and testify before Homeland Security, and the whole thing, it was a year-long prank,
Yeah.
was fake. That was my favorite.
Those long burns are a lot of fun. And the crew kept the secret, which was cool, because you got to remember our crew is like 40 people, so everybody had to keep a lid on this thing. So the
worst
payoff
thing.
was even better.
The worst thing is when I find out about it, and then you realize, you're looking around, you realize 50 people
Yes.
that you're with the most, you spend the most time with, 50 people for the better part of a year, were all lying to your face. You are living a lie. You don't know who to trust anymore. You know, if you find out that someone you trust, one person, was lying to you, you're like, oh man. And then when you find out that everyone you know was lying to you, it's like
Inception. Your mind gets blown.
crazy, mind blowing.
Yeah, apparently every relationship I've ever been in has been a prank.
Yeah.
You guys set up.
Yeah, our friendship, Murr's friendship with Sal is a 26-year prank on Sal. Go ahead, bud, you're up.
So you guys just had the extremely funny 1 hour special in the UK. How was it different to record there versus in the United States? And also, real quick, how long did it take for your eyebrows to grow back?
Take the eyebrows first.
The eyebrows took a solid 2 months to grow back. I am not joking. And you know what's not on TV is that we have real lives. And that night after we filmed, I had a date. It did not go well. A week later, after we filmed that episode, I was my nephew's confirmation sponsor in Virginia. So I had to stand stand with no eyebrows in front of a church full of 500 people and say I defend him against Satan. It was not fun. I colored him. Then I would look even more ridiculous.
There's no helping. How's this angle? there was no helping him at that point. But the UK was fun because we were like it was a good switch because we were like the tourists. We were in like a foreign land where they spoke English.
Yeah, they appeared to be much more tolerant,
Yes.
and they really let you go a little bit more before they gave you that reaction of like, all right, what
They
what
were
is
quick
going
on the uptake. They were tolerant, right?
Yeah.
Like they knew what was going on right away. Were tolerant of it, and then after a certain point, they would give us the business back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not too many people were completely confounded.
Yeah.
I had that one guy, like I was telling, I don't know, they made air where I'm talking about the history of the United States.
Yes,
I was talking about the history of the United States and claiming that, like, we formed England and stupid stuff like that. And he was patiently teaching me everything I did wrong. And then when we told him it was an in-camera show, he's like, I knew Americans were dumb. I didn't know they were that dumb. It was funny. They were very good.
You're up.
Okay, so Sal, the first birthing of the calf.
Yeah.
How bad was it really that bad?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
saw
I mean,
Well,
you know.
it's funny as hell. Sorry,
Yeah.
I feel bad for you.
We cut out a lot of. It was way more disgusting. I don't know if you saw it. If you didn't, I had to help birth a calf, and it was like
Just that sentence is funny.
yeah. It was like a 100-degree day. It was on a farm. The manure, like it was really
Everything
smelly
smelled
already.
of cow
And then
birth and manure.
Yeah.
We had to cut. We don't want it to be too gross on TV, so we cut out to make it the funniest representation of what happened. But it was really more gross than it lets on, and a lot of fluids. So there was like I don't know if you see it, but there's a big sack
Of fluids.
of fluids at first. That has to explode, and then you have to reach in and find the calf, and then you got to pull it out. And then I don't know if they showed this, but when the calf came out, which by the way, the baby calf is the size of Q, and it just falls into my arms.
Yeah, yeah.
Followed by 10 to 12 gallons of unidentified fluid. Yeah, I mean, you saw my face. Like, you can't fake that.
My favorite thing about that now is the freeze frames that are on the internet of sheer horror. Hey.
Like on note of that, have you ever done a punishment on them that you're like, okay, that was way too far?
No, some of them surprised us. I think one of the ones that surprised us the most was bingo, right? When we made Sal just keep saying bingo in a bingo hall, but those people took bingo way too seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, old people don't like to. They don't like you to mess with their bingo. There was 1,100 of them, and
Four of us.
And again, it played out like 30 minutes in real time, but you have to cut it for TV down to 5.
5 minutes. Yeah.
And so we even had to cut out times that I yelled bingo. But the thing is, like, as soon as I yelled bingo the first time, erroneously, bingo now is high tech. They could look up your ticket number and they project it on the billboard.
So everybody saw who
So
was
people
playing.
saw how far off I was from bingo. So I wasn't even close. So the next time I yelled bingo, it was mathematically impossible for me to have the bingo. They didn't even need to see the board to know that because they know I needed way more numbers. And then it just started to like take off. And I mean, what outlets are these? Can I curse?
Yeah.
You don't hear we had to cut it out, but like there was an old woman behind me be like, I'll break his effing legs.
Somebody wanted to know. I wanted to hit you with a bottle. Remember?
Yeah.
We actually had to send security in to stand behind a woman that was threatening to hit Sal with a bottle. So it was interesting.
We just shot a punishment at a fire academy, and with something that for Sal that I knew I planned it around, knowing he wouldn't be able to do it. And the rule is you have to do a punishment. So I had a worse backup thing for him. So I set him up for failure, and then when he couldn't do it, he got it even worse. It was good.
You'll see that one.
Yeah.
Just be careful when you guys go play bingo.
We have time for one or two more questions. Anyone?
Who didn't get it? Who didn't get it?
Did any news outlets not?
Okay.
Yeah, do I have a problem with germs?
No, just do people get in your
do
personal
fans
space?
get into your personal
fans get into
space?
space. She's mumbling.
Fans, do they creep me out? I think I'm just like anybody else. You know, it's just that we meet at times today 1,000 people or whatever it is, thousands of people, and so we film the show and tour like almost every day, and if we have to protect that, because if I get sick, and then it's the worst thing. I can't stop the guys from working, so I have to work sick. So it comes across a little more neurotic than I really am, but you know, if someone sneezes or coughs next to me,
I do all the time.
yeah, I can't stand that. I really cannot stand that. Yeah, but other than that, I feel like I'm pretty normal.
Good?
Pretty normal.
Fairly normal.
Last one, go ahead.
What do you attribute the exponential growth of the show and the popularity of the show in the last couple of years? When we were here last year, you guys had the art studio, the storefront, that was fun, and 1 year later, we have the madness that's going on behind us. And
I, for one, thinks it's sex appeal. I think that's what does it. You know?
Of what?
Oh, not us. Not us.
yeah, yeah. Somebody
The
says
commercials on Tru TV have gotten much sexier.
A lot of Photoshop work. No, you know, I think it's the hook of the show, which is that we're just regular guys that have been best friends for a long time. I think we remind people of their friends growing up, and we just never kind of matured, and we just.
Again,
I think people,
I'm not 40 yet. I do feel I have matured.
Well, I think the world, you know, people want to laugh a little bit too, so I think that helps a lot. I mean, you know, because our show is kind of, you turn it on and you can just watch us be idiots on your behalf. I think that's a big thing.
Two things. One, I want to get her question because she tried to ask twice. So we'll do that there. But to answer that, I also think Tru TV, when we started, was a much different network than it is now.
Yeah.
It is a legitimate comedic force now. Like the network has evolved so much. Like we were just like this island amidst all these like weird towing shows and stuff like that. And now the talent on the network is, you know, Carbonero's killing it. They got David Spade's got a show on there. Glazer's got a show coming up. I mean, those who can't, I mean, the talent that's built around us are bringing an audience that now find us due to that. So I think it really, like, Tru's made great steps that I think has helped us out immensely.
Yeah, they've matured. They're 40.
They're 40 now.
They're 40, they've matured, they have sex appeal.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
Since we were talking
I'm sorry, that's all the time we have.
Yeah, thank you.
no, since there were so many people at the show, you guys get so much love from your fans. Has there ever actually been like a crazy fan experience? Did you guys tour and everything like that?
Yeah, today was pretty crazy, actually. It was the turnout here was so humbling. We actually came back after we said hello to everybody and saw how many people were out there, and it never gets lost on us. The four of us can't believe that we're this fortunate to be able to do what we do, and we're thankful so much for everything that comes out. We only get to do it because people support us the way they do. So,
Thank you, guys. We love you.
yeah,
Thanks for doing it.
Thank you guys.